the other side, we don't know what is happening.
Nicola.
Mr. Speaker, the Spend DP Liberal Coalition has never seen a rural tax it didn't like, regardless of how inflationary it would be. Take, for example, making an energy rating mandatory when selling a home. The Ontario Real Estate Association calls this a crazy thing to do in the middle of historic housing affordability crisis, as it will only increase the cost of buying a home. Why is the Spend DP Liberal Coalition even thinking about doing this crazy thing that will only price out more millennials and first-time home buyers?
The Honourable Minister of Housing.
We have prioritized giving more Canadians access to the dream of home ownership. We're moving forward with the Housing Accelerator Fund, which will increase housing supply across the spectrum. We are also moving forward with a rent-to-own program that will turn more Canadian renters into homeowners. We have also moving forward with a 1% tax on non-recreational property owned by foreigners. What did the party opposite do with respect to that measure? They voted against it, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Central Okanagan, Similkameen Nicola.
Mr. Speaker, the only thing progressive about this Spend DP Liberal Coalition is that people are progressively paying more and more for everything. Inflation bleeds the purchasing power of every single Canadian. Now, the Governor of the Bank of Canada has confirmed that the carbon tax is inflationary. Some point to rebates, but the Parliamentary Budget Officer says the government will collect more than it rebates to Canadians. Yep. Will the Spend DP Liberal Coalition finally give millions of Canadians a break from their inflationary policies and cancel their April 1st carbon tax hike?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it's no surprise to hear from the Conservatives when their top candidate for leader, the member for Carleton, is campaigning against real action on climate change. The PBO's report confirms that the price of pollution has a progressive impact that gives 8 out of 10 Canadians more money through the climate action incentive back into their pockets. And in this last week, Mr. Speaker, we announced climate incentives in Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. While this